recent federal indictments related to an alleged check fraud scheme involving Fifth Third Bank employees, it's prompting a local nonprofit to rethink $50,000 it lost to scammers just months before.
Local 12 Investigates looks into whether there's any way to help an organization that says it feels victimized from all sides. Here's David Winter.
We want our money back.
Debbie Lewis is staring down the financial equivalent of a 7-10 split.
I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. That's all I kept thinking. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown.
Debbie is the tournament director for the National Bowling Association, the TNBA. It's an 80-year-old organization based in Evendale, formed when bowling alleys would only allow white people to bowl. Now the organization runs tournaments all over the country and has hundreds of thousands of dollars flowing through its bank accounts. Treasurer Annette Samuel Trigg says one day last November, she received a notice one of their accounts was overdrawn.
It has never, ever been overdrawn at all. So I immediately contacted Deborah.
She said, the bank account is overdrawn. I said, overdrawn? I said, you kidding me? So I go directly to the bank.
The TNBA banks at this Fifth Third branch in Springdale. A banker brought Debbie into her office.
She pulls up my information and she said, oh my God, somebody's draining your account dry. I said, what do you mean draining it? And she said, look. And I was like, holy shit.
This is what Debbie saw. Dozens of forged checks totaling more than $50,000. The bank investigated and said when Debbie opened the account, she added positive pay, a feature designed to give customers more control over which checks and withdrawals are legitimate. Debbie says she thought it was supposed to add a layer of protection to the account, but instead transferred the liability for fraud from the bank onto Debbie's shoulders.
You know, the guy was like,
there's nothing we can do. But the higher up told us they're not going to make any kind of restitution, and that's it. You're up $50,000.
Right.
The FBI stops an alleged scheme to steal from Fifth Third customers. And
Cut forward 10 months to this week. Debbie's husband was watching Local 12.
My husband says to me as he's getting ready for bowling, he said, sweetie, that's where y'all money is at right there. Them people got it. And I said, oh my God.
We reported on a federal indictment of 11 people arrested on bank fraud charges related to an alleged inside job at Fifth Third Bank. The U.S. attorney accuses the bank employees of obtaining personal information from customers with high balance accounts and providing it to accomplices who would recruit homeless people and drug addicts to walk into bank branches and withdraw money from the accounts. Fifth Third put out a statement that it reimbursed fully the customers involved. Debbie contacted us. We contacted the Evendale Police Department and spoke with the officer who investigated the National Bowling Association case. He says this case is closed. When we brought up the similarity between this case and the indictments that were announced by the U.S. Attorney's Office, he said the feds never contacted him. But our discussion with the detective, Mark Turhar, prompted him to reopen the file and contact Fifth Third and the U.S. Attorney. He says the methods allegedly used by the suspects in the federal indictment differ significantly from those of the scammers in the TNBA case, so the detective contends the cases are not related. We contacted the U.S. Attorney and obtained the charging documents and confirmed the scammers' MOs were very different. Either way, the Bowling Association says it feels it was not given the same benefits and attention the victims in the federal case were afforded.
They have made restitution to all these other companies that were affected by this fraud. Why not us?
We reached out to executives of Fifth Third Bank. The bank sent us a statement saying, in part, Fifth Third goes to great lengths to protect our customers, and they are actively reviewing this case. They then asked us to give Debbie a private phone number to the office of the president at Fifth Third. In the meantime, the association has had to cut back office hours and lay off personnel due to its bank accounts being in the gutter. David Winter, Local 12 News.
And Debbie tells us that she spent about an hour on the phone with the corporate vice president there at Fifth Third, and he's looking into how the bank handled her case. We will, of course, let you know how this all turns out.